All right, guys, this video is one that sometimes people are scared of a little bit, right? And it is how to fire your current property management company. Now, hopefully you're not firing us, a reading company. You know, it happens, people get upset and things like that, but we kind of hear from other people in town when they're with another property management company, they're not satisfied and they're kind of scared to let go of their current property management company, but sometimes it can be a night and day difference to your mentality, the return on investment on your portfolio. So today we're going to kind of explain how you can transfer your property management company over to us at Reading Company and what that looks like. So what does it look like if you're wanting to switch property management companies, and why would you want to do it too?
Sure. So I first think you have to look at how your current property manager is doing. Are they communicating with you well? Are they doing the core functions like we mentioned? Are they leasing your property in a timely manner? Are they collecting rent? Are they performing maintenance and communicating that back to you?
So are they doing the basics? Right?
Yeah, blocking and tackling, to be honest with you. If they're not doing those things, then I would suggest it's time to reevaluate, have a stern discussion with them. Just say, hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
You're not hitting my expectations. I understand that some things are out of your control.
Right.
What's going on?
Give them a little, be fair. Give them a 30-day type of deal, 90-day type of deal, maybe if that, and go from there. But yeah, so let's say it's still not working out well, right? So what do you do from there?
So the first thing to do would be to review your management agreement with them.
Right.
So Reading Company absolutely does not charge termination fees. I know a few shops in town that do.
Okay, wow, yeah, that's interesting. I think that's kind of like, we got you, that's their way of just like, gotcha, and it's actually kind of maybe a predatory way,
I don't like it. I don't think you should have to pay the company to fire them.
Yeah.
Because that certainly isn't how it works with exiting employees.
Right.
Well, it's severance package, but
and like exiting, like your Netflix, you just cancel month to month, just whatever, or however long it is.
It's just not something that I'll ever entertain or want to be a part of, because I want us to be easy to do business with, and in my opinion, firing someone is in a way being easy to do business with.
Right.
It kind of goes along with that general philosophy, but kind of plowing ahead, it's the first thing you need to do is after you've read it, once it's acceptable to do so, once you've given proper notice, is to give notice to your management company, whether it's 30, 60, 90.
Yes, some will have a certain time frame in the contract.
Is to send them, however they've, drawn it out in the contract. Oftentimes it's email is acceptable.
Right.
Sometimes it's written letter. A lot of owners, I tell them, hey, you've probably reached out to me at this point. I can kind of big brother you through it.
Right.
I'll say, just copy me on the email if you want, or blind copy me on the email. So that way I can kind of jump in at some point once they've responded and say, hey, here's what we're going to do. They've chosen Reading Company.
Yeah.
I need you to do X, Y, and Z.
We need this. Yeah, we're going to need information from them, of course. What would that be like? So when the other property manager comes, we're obviously going to need some info from them. What do we typically need to gather from them?
Sure. So whether it's vacant or occupied, we can take the property over.
Okay.
Just as kind of
it's good to know.
Quick tip is generally it's best to make the transition before the next month. So that way we can get off to a fresh start for the tenant.
Yeah. And so the collection, they don't pay rent to the old property management company.
Oh, yeah.
Then you gotta go to them and get it. It's better if it's before the next month, because then we can tell them, hey, before you pay rent, it's to us now, not these other guys. Yeah.
That way you can say on the 29th, 30th, 1st.
Right.
You can say, hey, you'll send out our letter, hand delivered letter, and then certified mail as always. To let them know. We want them to know when, where, how, and what to expect from us, because we want to deliver a great product and our service to the tenant.
Right.
One word of caution is why we want to do that is not to speak ill of renters, but sometimes there are bad actors, if you will, that will use that as an excuse to not pay rent. I've seen it time and time again.
It sometimes happens.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of sets them up. Also, Zach, a question I'm sure many people, would it be easier to transfer management when the property's vacant or when it's occupied?
It's easy either way.
Either way.
I don't mind. We always prefer vacant, so then we can set a target rent.
Right.
We can set that
see
baseline.
What the condition is.
And then we can place our tenant.
Right.
We can go through our underwriting process and put the best, most qualified tenant in that property.
We know we've done our best and screened them as best as we can according to all fair housing laws and everything like that, and our screening parameters versus who knows who we inherited when
Absolutely.
we take over. But still okay to do.
I would bet on us, 100% of the time to place the best tenant. I don't want to be judged against someone I didn't underwrite.
Right.
And then if you renew them, then it's even more.
Right.
We want someone in our system.
Yeah, of course.
So before we get too far ahead, I think one thing to discuss is when you reach out to me.
Okay.
Reach out to me. I want to go over, what we offer, what we do, what we don't do.
Love it.
Kind of gauge your expectations. We want someone that's committed to their property.
Yep.
One unrealistic expectation for some owners is they buy the property and they don't ever want to put any money into it.
Yeah, so we're actually kind of what you're saying is that we're actually kind of like, well, we need to interview you a little bit too first. Like, don't go just terminate and expect we'll take you on. We want to kind of know if you as an owner will be taking, we're not a slumlord here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taking good care of the property. We want you to invest into your asset, keep it up to good shape. Okay.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. You want to get into the relationship for the right reasons.
Right, and have those expectations. Okay, good to know.
Absolutely. Some owners you just know it won't be a good fit. God
Happens.
bless you. I'll
Right.
be happy to send you a few names, people that'll do a
Right.
great job for you, hopefully.
Yeah.
But so let's assume it is a good fit, and we're all gung ho, and we're going to do a great job for you. So from there, what we would do is we would send you a management agreement. And that's going to contain the start date, the properties listed under the portfolio, your W-9, your direct deposit information, how we get you your money.
Yeah, to you.
Your property insurance information. It's extremely, extremely important that we get that. Some contact information.
Why is that important, the insurance? And can you touch on that a little bit? I'm
Yeah,
sure people
absolutely. As you know, things happen with rental properties, whether it's a tenant gets hurt, someone on the property gets hurt, just like your home. We work with a great company here in town, a local company, Lipscomb and Pitts. They do property and casualty insurance with us, and more times than not, it's about 30% cheaper than your Allstate State Farm. And it's actually got $1 million umbrella.
Yeah.
And doing claims, like, they're just incredibly
Right.
easy.
And I love that we're looking out for people like, hey, I've seen some people actually transferred to us or bought a property all cash. That's usually when it falls through the cracks, and they don't have insurance. So like, it's good to have us on here because we're not going to accept you until we have at least some sort of insurance plan lined up and contacts. Yeah.
Yeah, it's designed for rental property owners.
Right.
That's kind of the
That's
beauty
awesome.
of it.
Yeah.
We won't manage your property if you don't have insurance.
Love it. Another expectation. Yeah.
We just won't, because it puts us at risk and you.
Yeah.
So from there, what we would do is, we would send you the management agreement via Adobe Sign, online e-signature. If you want a PDF, we'll send you the PDF. Either way.
Yeah.
I've actually mailed, I want to say, 3 management agreements.
Hey, there's some people, us too, for sales. Like some people want the whole 20-page contract and sign it and mail it back. But hey, we'll cater to you.
So, going ahead, let's say it's vacant. As long as we get access to the property, whether we need to rekey it, just let us know if we need to. If we can't get the keys, that's something we will have to do. I think you should always rekey your property because you don't know if the old management company did or didn't.
Yeah.
You don't want any access. There's just that risk. I want the people to be safe, back to clean, safe, functional.
Love it.
And so from there, let's just say it's occupied. The old management company would need to send us the lease, the ledger, tenant contact information, and the security deposit.
Good to know. Yep.
So when we get those 3 things, we'll notify the team, and everyone will do what they're supposed to do and get right on it.
And we're on board, and we're off collecting and doing everything else we're doing, and hopefully restabilizing your property back to where it's at. I've heard, at least us, we've taken several people on from other companies, and at least the overall general thing has been positive, and it's been a great experience for them. So that's something we can do for you and help you out with.
Yeah, I like to think of the whole process, whether it's bringing someone on or just managing it. People rave about Apple products. My philosophy with designing the system was I like for it to be kind of like the start screen on an Apple product. You turn it on, you see the logo, it queues up, it says hello in all the various languages.
Little music playing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just something about that after spending thousands of dollars.
Right.
This one of the most enjoyable things for me is you put in your information from step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get to enjoy a great product.
Right.
Just kind of that methodical thought process.
Just for
to making sure you're comfortable, you have all the right information, and then you have a performing asset.
Right. I love it.
And then you're going to be good for the next 24 months or 36 months. 70% of the time we renew.
Till a tenant, all the tenants in there. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Zach, for explaining that. That's how you can do it, how you can fire your property management company if they're not performing well for you, and how to bring them on. And it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We'll walk you through that process step by step.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.